The legislature is back full-time in Sacramento, gearing up for what promises to be another very busy legislative year. And the CRA has had some early success. One of those successful efforts was legislation we pushed and is now law to stop California from taxing the federally provided restaurant revitalization grants as income. Thanks to our fight, the state will also allow the eligible tax deductions permitted under federal law. We are painfully aware that many eligible California restaurants did not get that federal relief. But for those who did, this was an essential and right fight for us, and it resulted in nearly $500 million of tax relief. The other early success item relates to the Unemployment Insurance, or UI Fund. Short story, the fund is insolvent, and the state is propping it up again with a loan from the federal government. The state needs to start paying down that loan, or massive employer assessments will kick in come January 2023. So, our efforts to elevate this critical issue have succeeded in securing dedicated funds in the governor's proposed budget to start paying down this debt. The proposed budget includes $3 billion to act as an early down payment on the outstanding UI Fund debt, which is absolutely critical to minimize the threat of future employer assessments. The proposed state budget from the governor acts as a blueprint for the legislature, as they shape that budget to match their own priorities. Even though we had an early win in the proposed budget, this fight will heat up again soon. It is certain that other interests will try to divert that money away to their own special projects. Case in point. One influential group just last week publicly told legislators that this proposal is a $3 billion employer UI bailout. Clearly, that ignores the fact that state and local orders to close restaurants caused hundreds of thousands of our workforce alone to become unemployed overnight. Other industries suffered severe job loss as well. Then there's the unprecedented level of fraudulent claims. Recent estimates on that front indicate California distributed an estimated $1.3 billion in fraudulent claims that came directly from California's UI Fund. All of these things put unsustainable pressure on the fund, and the state has an obligation to invest its own surplus funds into the stabilization of the UI Fund. The CRA will continue to remain very active on this topic in the weeks and months ahead as we work to continue this success. I'm Sabrina. That's the news you need to know.